For more information on today's program, contact Erica Taylor Montgomery at threegirlsmedia.com. Now, back to Punch, Media and Marketing Made Easy, on the Bay Area's business leader, AM 1220 KDOW.
Good morning and welcome back to Punch, Media and Marketing Made Easy on 1220 AM KDOW, where we help you deliver a total knockout with your PR, marketing, social media, and so much more. You can visit us online to get the scoop not only on upcoming shows, but also the archives of every show we've done so far. And you can find those at punchmarketing.biz. That's punchmarketing.biz. I'm your host, Erica Taylor Montgomery, and it's time for the Punch Marketing Minute. And since in round 2, we're going to be talking about social media best practices, I thought in the Punch Marketing Minute, I would share 5 tips for social media inspiration. Now, it is true that social media is a critical component to any marketing plan in this day and age, but it is really easy to get bogged down on your social media efforts. Now, you need to know to keep the content fresh, relative, and relevant, and interactive, but, producing quality content day in and day out can be a little bit challenging. So here are 5 tips to help you keep your social media audience engaged. Number 1, be timely. The calendar is your friend. So keep an eye on what's new, not just on your world, but in the world of your audience. For example, if you sell kids clothing, keep an eye on story times at your local library and share information about an upcoming event at the zoo, or let your audience know when Sesame Street on Ice is going to be on town. Stay attuned to school holidays and other special events so you can let parents know that are looking for amusement for their little ones, and that'll relate to what you're doing in the children's clothing world. Number 2, be relevant. And speaking of your audience, ask yourself, what are they looking for? Why do they follow you on Twitter? Why do they like you on Facebook? Now, if you own a fitness club, your followers likely have a shared interest in good health. So you might want to share a favorite healthy recipe or send out a move of the day. You could highlight a local park that's great for hikes, or let your audience know about an upcoming 5K run. Number 3, be interactive. Do not just post and run. Social media is supposed to be a conversation. Like a good friend of mine likes to say, the first word in social media is social. So read what your friends, colleagues, and competitors are writing, comment on their posts, and share interesting information. Bring something to the table. Number 4, keep a list. Inspiration can strike often at the strangest time, so be prepared and make a note of ideas whenever and wherever you may have them. If you overhear something funny on the bus, write it down. If someone gives you a great quote, ask them if you can use it. And don't forget to take pictures of brand new products and places where you are at every company event, and those images are going to be great for Pinterest. Number 5, be funny. Let's face it, we all love a good laugh now and then, and if the occasional funny video or silly picture isn't exactly 100% relevant, your audience will be forgiving as long as it makes them laugh. Spend a few minutes now and then surfing for amusing clips or photos that might brighten someone's day, and those are sure to be a good hit on your social media. And savvy social media marketers know that while planning ahead is absolutely essential, you also have to stay on top of your social media efforts in order to keep them effective. So be flexible, be ready to change course according to what's going on in your business, your community, or in the news, and let social media work for you. This has been your Punch Marketing Minute on Punch Media and Marketing Made Easy. And I also wanted to share 2 great events coming up that I'd love to invite you to, where you have the opportunity to come out and meet me. The first is KDOW's Black Wednesday Off the Cuff, and this is happening on Wednesday, September 5th, 5 to 7 in the evening at Spin a Yarn Steakhouse in the Warm Springs area of Fremont. And this is where you can come out and meet Rob Black, KDOW's morning guy. And you can also meet me and some of the other on-air personalities here at KDOW. Again, that's happening Wednesday, September 5th, free of charge. Feel free to come to that at 5 to 7 in the evening with your marketing questions, with your PR questions. If you have a marketing plan you'd like me to look over, I'm more than happy to do that at the event. If you've got a press release or something like that you'd like me to review, I'm more than happy to do that as well. So come on out to to that on Wednesday, September 5th. And then the next event is a talk that I'm giving called Get More Exposure for Your Business, 10 Great Free and Low-Cost Public Relations Resources. You know, PR is really a critical component to promoting your business, and often companies spend thousands of dollars on PR campaigns. I think you would be surprised, though, how much you can accomplish with just a few good tools that do not cost a penny, just a little time and effort. So in this presentation, I'm going to be sharing a wide variety of resources that can help your business grow. You're going to learn how to find out what stories hundreds of journalists across the country are working on so you can be a resource. You'll learn how to create videos for your website that are also terrific for your search engine optimization, how to easily keep tabs on your competitors, and so much more. That's happening on Wednesday, October 17th from 10 a.m. to noon in Campbell. And if you'd like to register for that event where I'm going to be speaking, you can do that at webstrategycamp.com. That's webstrategycamp.com to register for that talk on 10 great free and low-cost public relations resources. Again, that's webstrategycamp.com. All right, it is time for round 2 of Punch, Media and Marketing Made Easy. And in round 2 today, we are covering social media best practices. Our guest is Harry Gold with Overdrive Interactive, and Harry is Overdrive Interactive's founder and CEO. They're an award-winning digital marketing firm based in Boston that has worked for clients including Harley-Davidson, Samsonite, GE, Bazooka Candy, Dow Jones, and many, many more. And Harry is also an expert columnist for ClickZ. Harry, welcome to Punch, Media and Marketing Made Easy.
Well, thank you very much, and it's a real honor to be here.
Pleasure to have you. And I know that our listeners are likely going to have some questions about social media. So I want to give out the phone number where they can reach us live. You can call in with your questions at 800-516-1220. That's 800-516-1220. So Harry, you know, many of our listeners are in B2B companies, business to business. And I'm curious, what do you think is the best way for B2B firms to begin engaging in social media marketing?
Sure. Well, the first thing to realize if you're a B2B firm is that you don't need 1 million fans or followers on Twitter to be successful in social media. In fact, you know, most companies are not going to build like a massive fan base. The key thing to remember is that social media is a great place, first of all, to express your expertise and leverage social media to weave your thought leadership content throughout the web. And I know you guys talk a lot about SEO, and really social media is the vehicle to move your thought leadership materials through the web, get it implanted on other sites. So 2 things happen. Number 1, obviously you get more links pointing back at your site, more shares, more tweets, all those, what your previous guest was talking about, all those signals that tell Google that this is important content because, you know, likes and shares and tweets are sort of the new links. But the second thing is you're weaving your content through the fabric of the web. It's getting embedded in relevant places. So, you know, people are either going to find your content on your site or they might find it on other people's sites. And that's almost just as good because they're finding your content on someone else's site or blog, and it's an endorsement of your expertise. So really, when we work with B2B companies, large and small, the first thing we try to do is weave their content throughout the web, leveraging social media.
You know, and I think it's so important, Harry, that you mentioned right off the bat that you do not have to have a ton of fans on a social media platform in order for it to be effective. You know, I've often said it's not the quantity of fans you have, it's more the quality of fans that you have on social media platforms. And I think that's so important for companies to recognize. As long as you've got good quality fans and you're engaging with them, it doesn't mean that you have to have 1 million of them in order to be successful. And I think that that's just really, really important to mention. When we come back from the break, we're going to talk about content going viral on social media? I think it's a question that a lot of people have, is how can they get their content to really get picked up by the masses and get out there on a broad level? So we'll get to that question with Harry Gold, who's the CEO of Overdrive Interactive, right when we get back from the break. You're listening to Punch, Media and Marketing Made Easy on 1220 AM KDOW. I'm your host, Erica Taylor Montgomery, and we'll be right back.